side. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, so we are talking about adding value. Most of you, you've really done well, and I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of what you're doing out there. We are talking about Coach Elizabeth, Coach Grace, Coach Julia. I've seen you in several platforms. Please keep going, don't stop. And today we add into what you're doing, and we are looking at how to grow by focusing on adding value. Now, remember, people are paid for value. You're paid for the value you bring in the marketplace, period. You're paid for the value you bring to the marketplace. And so you're asking yourself every single day, what value am I bringing into the marketplace? What kind of value am I bringing into the marketplace? And as you consider value, you're looking at your areas of strength. You're looking at your areas of strength so that as you market yourself, as you bring your brand out there, you're bringing out the best version of you. The place, you're talking about the areas that are focused on your life purpose. Remember, in the class, we've discovered what is your purpose. We've gone through all that. So you want your value, because your biggest value is aligned to your purpose. Your biggest value is aligned to your purpose. So if you're bringing out content there, you want to create content that is aligned with your purpose and your passion. That way, you never go wrong, and you never feel the pressure of trying to be somebody that you are not. Okay, the journey of being authenticity, it's easy for you to just step out as you in your element, because this is within your mission and is within your purpose. And so please share as much content as possible online. And you're looking at different platforms. There are different platforms have different ways of sharing content. If you're on YouTube, videos about 10 minutes to 20 minutes, longer videos you can share on YouTube. And on Facebook nowadays, I see seconds, 30 seconds. Attention is very, very, very small. And so we are focusing consistently on creating value. For who? For your ideal client. Forget about everyone else. No one else exists but your ideal client. So you want to focus completely and squarely on this person, your ideal client. And that's why it's good to study them, understand your ideal client. What are their needs? What is their pain? What is it that drives them? What's the biggest pain that they're going through that you can sort out as a coach, that you can be the solution to that pain, and you can help them to sort out? So you're looking at focusing your services on that. You're focusing your services on your ideal client, on your mission, and on the pain that they are going through. You can create content that is focused. If you focus on creating, it's one step at a time. Yes, it is one step at a time. And the thing is, as a coach, like I said here last time in our session, you got to be so patient, and patient with yourself, patient with the progress, patient with your coaching process. Your breakthrough is on the way as long as you stay consistent and patient. Some of these things don't happen overnight. You don't become a prosperous coach overnight. These things come through consistency and through aiming at the same spot over and over and over again. And so the more you focus on your mission, and that's why I say hear many times that prioritizing your purpose is so important, because that's how you make your mark on the planet. And your purpose has the right to find its spot on this earth. You have the right to put your flag down. You have that right. And only you can plant it down. Only you can put it down. No one else. And when you're doing this, fear checks in, all these uncertainties. And by the way, never let anyone lie to you that there is any one of us that was, grown, especially in this generation, without this sense of fear, insecurity, uncertainty, the fear that you're not enough, the fear that you're not the right person, the fear that you're not the leader that the world is looking for. All of us have that. And if you're here and you're feeling something is missing in you and that's special, you're making a big mistake to think that that is special, and it's only you that goes through fear. Many, if actually that was true, that it's only you, then the world would be all prosperous and successful, and we'd be all living our lives, our ideal life. The thing is, you got to go for your destiny. You got to go for what you believe in, and you got to plant your flag. Let it make a mark, your mark on the planet. And your mark is a mark of purpose. And there is no one else that has the exact mark of purpose as you. And so once you focus, you're focused on that, you're focused on purpose, you're focused on your ideal client, you're focused on that mission over and over and over again. Give yourself that consistency, 7 years. I mean, 7 years of consistency, you're doing the same purpose. You cut out such a clear brand. And this does not mean, that does not matter on how smart you are. There's a difference between IQ, smartness, and the smartness of consistency, where you are smart enough to do the same thing over and over and over again without losing momentum. That, to me, is genius. And after some time, of course, 7 years, 10 years, they say you become a true expert. You become an expert in that area. You've seen so many people, you've seen so many transformation happening in people's lives. Now you become an expert in that area. But what do we see? Most of us, we practice something for 6 months, 1 year, we've changed. We are trying something else. We change, even our mission statement has changed in 6 months. And the same momentum, you see momentum, imagine rolling a huge stone from the mountain, rolling it down the hill. The more it goes, the farther it goes, the more momentum, the more unstoppable it becomes. That's how you become unstoppable. And that's how you reach a place, my dear coaches, that you're not looking to please anyone. You're not doing this work for people. This is where you step into the realm of pleasing God and leaving a mark, because there is that moment in your life, the last days of your life, when you realize, when every glory has faded away, and money is not a concern for you. Position is not a concern for you. Being known is not a concern for you. You will actually be lying down there, seated, looking straight into the eyes of your dreams and your God. Those two, they will stand with you in that day, and you'll either feel the pain of regret that you never lived out your mark, or the pain of, the joy of discipline. Oh, thank God. Thank God I refuse to give up. Thank God that even though I didn't know what I was doing, I practiced what I knew already, what I knew in my heart. And that way it made room for me to know more and more and more until I was a master in this industry. Keep going. So my encouragement today is for you to focus on creating value, aligning with your mission. Please don't forget that. Aligning with your mission, consistency, discipline, even when you're the only one. Because most of the time your purpose will be, when you're a leader in this world, you're not looking around you for examples. You're not looking for people around you to give you examples of how to live out your mission. You are the one. You are the leader. You're the one you're waiting for. And people are running their race. There's no comparing yourself with anyone. So please focus on value. What is the value? And talking about value, most of the time, after creating, when you're creating a program, you're asking yourself, what value would this bring to the people, to my ideal client? Remember, we said we are focusing on the ideal client and we are creating value for that person. All of us here, we've gone through discovery of purpose. So you have a purpose. So the value we are creating is within that purpose, within your purpose and for your ideal client. So you're asking yourself, what value does my program bring to my ideal client? List down all that they're going to get to experience your coaching, to experience your program, to go through your program. What is it that the value that they are going to get? What is our value? Understand that, because if you don't understand, that is what we bring out there in the marketplace. We are selling value and we are being paid for value. And it has to believe that value so much. We believe in the value first before we sell it to anyone, before anyone knows what our value is. And if someone is not willing to pay to what you truly in your heart, you know its value, it's okay to let them go. Please let them go. Release them. And so we are learning to say no, and we are learning to say no to the client who is not ideal client, someone that is not cut out for the kind of coaching that you're called for. Okay, I liked the video by, was it Coach Elizabeth, the one for allow yourself to be vulnerable, allow yourself to be a beginner coach. Okay, allow yourself, give yourself that permission to be a beginner coach, and allow yourself to go through the journey of helping people through the process. All right, so focus on creating value. That is our topic for today. That's what we are focusing on. Create more value. So this week, I would like to see more videos, more coaching sessions out there where you're creating value for your clients and you are empowering people. Your ideal client is always ready to consume value from you. And you're not waiting to serve them the moment they pay you. Remember, my philosophy is that I would like to serve people before they can even pay me. I like to be the bigger one. I like to be the one that is giving first, not them giving, because coaching is not a product that you buy like shoes or bread, exchange. That's not how we exchange the value of coaching. The value of coaching, you give someone an experience, they gauge how valuable that experience. That's why we give the free consultation session. Someone saying, wow, people don't know how valuable coaching is. Why? Because you've given them that experience, given them an experience. Once you give them the free consultation session, a powerful coaching experience, and it's powerful because one, you're the one giving it, and you're sure, you yourself, you are certain in the power of your coaching. Number two, you believe in coaching yourself. the concept of coaching, that someone can sit with someone else and really allow them to create the space for transformation, because the value is not in you giving them information. That's not the value. Information is free online. They can Google. That's not the value. Okay, the value of coaching is the experience, and they don't get that anywhere. Show me, our friends don't give us that opportunity where you can sit in an environment where you're not judged, where you are yourself, and evolve into someone new within a session. We don't get that with our friends. And that's how people get, that's why we pay coaches to work with us, is because this is our professional arrangement. It's not a friendship. Our coach is not your friend. And as a coach, you are not the client's friend. You're not their friend. You are their coach. And once you maintain that relationship of a coach, they can perceive value. There's value in this. I'm coming here. It's not about the coach. It's not about the coach being a celebrity, because if you're in such a relationship, there's no much value. It's all about the coach. But when you create a space where this person comes to evolve, to change, to get awareness of who they are, to get awareness of their strength, to get awareness of their power, and you give them that experience right from the beginning, that person will see value. They'll see value in you, and they'll invest in your program. They'll invest in your coaching program. And remember, when you're creating a coaching program, you are the leader. You're the one to decide how you want to create your coaching program. Is it 4 sessions? Is it 8 sessions? You're the one to decide. And my advice here is that you want to create a program that is aligned with your lifestyle. Yeah, don't let the world dictate. You're already coming from 8 to 5. A structured or managed job where it's GOB. You're there for the time, and your structured is managed in a way that the currency of time is you're time poor. You don't have time. And I'm sure you've met people say, I don't have time. And that's a poverty of time. Poverty of time is one of the biggest poverty, that you don't have time because you're working for someone else. And the beauty of what Destiny Life Coaching has done, and I'm happy about, our vision, is that we've helped people transition from that poverty of time. You can move either transition slowly, where you can create your own, and most of you are doing that, create a coaching program and then transition smoothly. Give yourself 1 year, some giving themselves 3 months, 6 months to transition to full time. My caveat here is that transition when your coaching is giving you at least the same amount of income that you are getting from your job, because you want the transition to be a smooth transition. All right. So we are focusing on value, and we are selling value out there. The marketplace doesn't know any other language. It's a language of value. Why am I paying you and not the other guy? It's because of my perception of value. I'll get value by working with you for those 4 months, for those 3 months, for those 6 months, or 1 year. It depends on your lifestyle. For me, I do 8 months, 8 weeks, or 12 weeks. That's how my programs are. Okay, 12 weeks or 8 weeks, which is 3 months for 12 weeks, or 2 months for 8 weeks. And usually my coaching sessions, we begin with assessment, where I get to assess, where is the client? What is the client's need? What is their biggest need? And I'm also assessing on what is holding them back. What is it that holds them back? What is their pain? What is their biggest pain? What is the story that holds them back? And I know if I can jump in right away from the free consultation session and serve them to begin to deal with their story, everyone wants to complete that journey. Everyone wants to continue that journey. So don't fear to give the free consultation session, please. Although I encourage you to always give it to the ideal client, because again, you may advertise something out there and the people coming to your sessions they are not ideal client. They don't even understand what this coaching is. So please, nowadays, Facebook and online Google, all those advertisements, they are using the new technology, artificial intelligence, and you are able to target the right person. And if you don't know how to do that, you can partner with someone. There are many people that can just help you to run an ad that will be paid when you get clients signing up in your program. Okay, so there are people who do that. There are people who can help you to set up, because it's not just setting up an ad, it's also how you focus it. Who are you focusing it to? Who is your ideal client? Where are they located? And yeah, so focus on value, very crucial. The last thing that I would like to share in this session today is on relationships. You focus on building relationship. You're building a relationship with this person before you. As you sell your services, the focus is not to sell. The focus is to build a relationship, build a connection. Connect with this person, get to know them, build a relationship as much as possible. Just because someone didn't sign up, it does not mean, you already have their number. Let's say they have contacted you, already have their number. You continue to serve them. You continue to serve them. You can send them your book if you've done a book. By now, coaches, I challenge you to, by now, we should be talking about you publishing your book. And my challenge is, it doesn't have to be such a big book. Look at the ideas we've gone through, it a lot of ideas. This has been past 4 months at least now. And you've written down so many notes. You can transform those notes into a program, an idea book, some beautiful content that you can share with your client for free. When you remember, we are talking about giving value. When you share with someone, a book, and then they are signing up for the consultation session, this person already believes in you. You're building a relationship. And once you build a relationship, remember we said it's not a relationship of friendship. It's a relationship between a coach and a coachee. So you're building that genuine relationship where you're authentic, you're open, you're not a robot, you're human. They are connecting with a human being. Let them know you also have a coach. Let them know that you can share authentically and openly about your life for the areas you are comfortable sharing, because this is our relationship. It's not about them looking at you as a superstar. That has never been my ambition. And as a great coach, you don't want that to be your ambition, because you don't want to win in your client's life. You want them to win in their life. Just the same way, I wouldn't want anyone to win in my life. I'm the one winning. I'm the key star in my life. I'm the one starring. So you don't want to be starring in your client's life. That's not the kind of relationship I'm talking about. And that's why I'm very uncomfortable when people praise me and they tell me good things I've done. because then I feel very uncomfortable because I don't want to star in someone's life where they feel, okay, wow, what would I have done without Jeff? No, what would you have done if you never made that decision? And I always want to push it back to the client. It's you. It's a decision you're making. And that relationship of always empowering, elevating the client is what makes people want to refer other people to you. And your coaching grows through referrals. So you're creating a sense of trust, a sense of connection when you serve them. And you serve them authentically. You're not trying to please, because the challenge of creating a connection, and the reason why our relationships in this generation doesn't go deep, is because we are seeking to please one another. We are pleasers. And our relationship of pleasing one another is coming from a place of fear and insecurity, and it doesn't go deep. But when you're authentic and honest, and you come from that place of being an honest, authentic coach whose intention is, one, to serve your client, to lead them to that place of their true power, where they can unleash their destiny, they can unleash their life fearlessly, and you serve them. After serving them, they can make whatever decision they want to make, and you can support them. But as a coach, you want to know, what decision are you making? All right. So whether you're doing this one-on-one or you're doing the group facilitation coaching, is the same. Focus on value. What is the value that my program is about? What is the value that I'm going to deliver in the next 30 minutes? What is that value? Write down your notes, go through it, process it intuitively in your heart. Process the value. And then after that, you want to build relationships. If it's a group meeting, you are there early. You're connecting with people. Don't be, have you seen these people being invited group meeting and you want to come last so that everyone can cheer you, and you miss a lot. I'm telling you. I mean, I want to go when guys are planning and setting up the tent. I want to talk with the guys setting up the tent. I want to talk with the first person that comes. I want to get the real message, incarnate my message with what is going on. I want to incarnate my message. And so to do that, you really must humble yourself and not, seek to be a celebrity. Just be a servant, serve, connect with people, build a connection. Get to know what is the issue, where are you and what is stopping you. And once you do that, those two things, focus on building relationships, focus on giving value to your clients. And it doesn't have to be a big session. It doesn't have to be more than 15 minutes. If the intention of the client is, say, okay, I'm here to create this. This is my goal. If it's done in 15 minutes, they've gotten their value. They've gotten value. It's not about how long. Okay, I know sessions that take 15 minutes, that take 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be. The length of time does not equal value. It's not how long. It's not how long the time is about what value, and you got to perceive the value first yourself and believe in it, believe in the value before you go out there. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Let me see if there are any questions on that on the comment section. Let me see if there are any questions on the comment section on building value and building relationships, focusing on building or creating value, and focusing on building deep connections with the people, your ideal client. Deep connections, not shallow one. The shallow one is transactional. The one we sell sweets and shoes and shirts is, oh, find me here. This is 500 bob, get your shirt, go. No, here we are building relationships. And that's what makes this work so powerful, that we are not, this is not a transaction. It's not transactional coaching. This is deep coaching where you want to build a connection with this person, understand their pain, understand their needs, understand where they are going, understand where they are not going and why not, understand where they are hiding their light, understand the person. Let me see if there are any clarity questions down there. I'm looking at the chat. If you get this is something you get, let me see on the comment section. You understand? Let me see on the comment section. Otherwise, I'm waiting for the questions, clarity questions that will lead to our practice. You know, you understand something when you practice. You know that you understand something because you're practicing it. Let me see on the comment section. Well understood, Coach. Thank you so much, Coach Grace. Well understood. Let me see on the comment section if you've understood. Let me see if you've not understood. Yeah, there's a question by Coach Elizabeth. Please go ahead. Coach Elizabeth, I see your hand.
Good evening, Coach.
Good evening.
So I have understood what you've been sharing, and I have a clarity question.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in a situation where I have served a client the free session.
Yeah.
And intuitively, I know this is a potential client.
Yeah.
But they say they're going to sort out their finances, and I've given them some time, about a month. But
yeah.
I don't know how now to get back to them and find out, okay, how are you doing? Because I can feel they are ready to receive, but I think they didn't have the money at that time. So
yes.
Can you say something about that?
Good question, Coach. That's really brilliant. And it's something all coaches are going to experience when you're setting up your practice and when you're beginning to serve your ideal client. So you meet these clients, they are ready, they are ideal in every way, and you can sense they are honest and they mean well and they want to work with you. But at that time, they are not in a position to invest in your program. Two things. One, I want to make it possible. I want to make it possible for them to work with me. So if I can make it possible by giving them a payment plan, for instance, I can give them a payment plan. I can give them a discount to make it possible and to see, is this okay for you? If I give you this discount, would you work with me? The other thing is, you can have agreement with the client. You serve them, you give them a good discount of what they can afford, and then you agree that they are going to be in your referral team if you do a good job. So that's a high level agreement, okay, where you agree with them, I'm going to serve you, and like you paid me all the money. But instead of charging you this much, I will charge you what you can afford right now. But this is what I want us to agree. I'm going to do such an amazing job with you. You're going to refer people to me, to the work, if you've experienced the best experience together. And so when you do that, they pay you through referral. They pay you by referring people to you. And that could be one of the best payments, because when someone, who is not able to pay you, then refer someone else who is able to pay you without any asking for discounts and so forth, then they have really paid you. That's number one. Make it possible, because I don't like the conversation to end in the light of money and affordability. I don't like it that way. I don't like ending the conversation with the affordability. If this is, am I affordable? Can you afford me? Can you? No, I would like it to end on the note of these dreams that we've actually established. You're going for your dreams. You want your relationships. You want to create your ideal relationship. You want to create your career life transition. You want to transition to your ideal career. I want to end it on the note of the dreams they want to create, and make it, let them know and believe that their beliefs are valuable, and that reaching their beliefs would be the best investment they can ever have in their life. Now, caveat, I want to make sure this person is not saying that because they don't perceive value in my coaching. Because some people, they will tell you they cannot afford your coaching, and they're spending their finances on all manner of crazy things in their life. You look at their life, the things they have bought in the last 3 months, they have spent 5 times what they could spend to change their life. And they're telling you, I can't. Then, of course, you want to have a conversation with that person so they can deal with that mindset. Their focus is in the wrong place. They are focusing on the wrong things. And they are not in a position to invest in themselves. And that now is a question of self-love. You're focusing on things that are not the real things that can turn your life around. So that's one. The other one is, so I can talk about the client understanding that it's not about money, and it's not about, you know, I can give them an offer, I can give them a discount, and we can also have an agreement where they become part of my team. You know, I'll coach you, I'll give you the coaching, but you become part of my team. You're the one to enroll the ideal client, people who are just like you, okay? The other thing is, if truly they don't have the money and we've not gotten an agreement, then I can give them the time, say by when, and then they say 1 month. That's okay. You give them the 1 month, but then you continue to serve them. So every time you're doing those videos you're doing online, please make sure you send your client the link, because you've already, you see, your client is not just like everyone else who's watching your video and going. No, you see, it's all about value. It's all about value. Your client already perceives value from hearing from you. So when they see your video, they're not seeing it like just any other person, you know, passing by and looking for people to watch online and they're just bored. No, they are watching it to change their life because they know you got something that can really help them align their life. And so please send them these videos consistently, continuously. It's all about consistency. You continue to send them the video and continue to send. You can ask them, yeah, share your views on this video. What do you think? You can send, you can create a workbook, send them a workbook. You can go on Google My Documents, you know, create a coaching process or questions that can guide them to get clarity towards whatever it is that they were dealing with, whatever it is that was their pain, whatever it is that they want, their program that you created with them in the free consultation session. You can send them a tool, something that can help them and prepare them. And when you do that, you become the person that they always, when they get their money, want to run to. And I say this, there are people who waited to coach with me for long, for a year, even 2 years. But when they come, they mean it. And it's because they didn't have the finances and we didn't have a way to agree on exchange of value, because life is about exchange of value. Now, you want to watch on people who are looking for free things, because even spiritually speaking, that is so imbalanced. There are people who are just, their energy, they just come to suck your energy. Please don't work with such people, because they are not elevators. They are not serious people. There are people who are not serious. They don't want to change their life. And they are not serious about changing their destiny. They're just there. They want to waste your time. And again, if you continuously work with these people, you are creating a certain brand. Okay, so you want to be the kind of person that is very categorical about the kind of people you work with. You work with people who are serious about changing their life, not people who are testing you. They want to know, okay, this coach between, and they are seeing this coach and that coach, and you're just one of the coaches they are seeing, and they're not making any decision. I want to be the stop point. You know, you want to be the stop point. If this person, there are people with bad habits, bad behaviors. They move from one coach to another. They never commit. They're just floating by. And you see, that's a pattern. That's why they are where they are. Why not be the coach that breaks that pattern? And you break a pattern by being firm and strong, and also being a leader, being someone that they can go like, wow, okay, now I see. I have the awareness that I've been on this path of negative pattern that actually is giving me this life of repeated negativity, negative spiral, where there's no breakthrough. And really, me seeking a coach is not really, I'm not that serious. It's a distraction. You want to get those people out of your way and work with the ideal client. But in this case, this is an ideal client. You want to work with them. Find a way. Ask them, is it a money issue? For me, I want to be direct. Money, there's nothing wrong with having a direct conversation with your coaching client. Please be directive. Have a direct conversation. Is this a money issue? So the first thing after you've given them the free consultation session, and you ask them, are you in or out? Do you feel this is something that actually can turn your life around? You've already given them awareness of where they are. You've given them clarity of what you can do and how the new story of their life can look like. They can smell the promised land. They can smell what is possible. Now from there, you're making the proposal to them to work with them and begin the journey together, the next 2 months, the next 3 months. So if they already perceive value, and there's a challenge of, okay, where I am right now, I really want this, but where I am right now, the money is not there. We can work around the money. Never allow the money be the conversation you end your relationship with your client, right?
Wow, that's powerful. Thank you.
You get it, coach? You're welcome. You're welcome. Let me see if there's any other question around giving value. Coach Martha is saying, this was a great reminder to always perceive and believe in the value we can deliver. Yes, exactly. It begins with me. You know, once I believe in my value, no one can move me from that rock. This is a biblical metaphor, and is a powerful one, and is the metaphor of building. Where are you building? Where are you building? Don't build a beautiful structure on the sand. You want to build it on the rock. And the foundation, we've laid the foundation, is, you're building on purpose. You're building on deep relationships. You're building on value. Once you do that, it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what people say about you. You are so focused on your purpose you are not fighting those small fights. Okay. Let me see what's your takeaway on the comment section. Thank you for sharing, Coach. Thank you, Coach Martha, for sharing. Let me see your takeaway from this session before we go. What's your takeaway from today's session, and what's your commitment? You either you share your takeaway or your commitment, what you're going to do after this session. Let me see on the comment section. What are you going to do? What's your commitment? What's your takeaway? Your takeaway or your application, how you're going to apply in your personal life and in your professional life. Let me see on the comment section. Serve powerfully and consistently. Thank you so much, Coach Elizabeth. Let me see. What's your takeaway? What's your takeaway? Thank you so much for sharing that. What's your takeaway? What's your takeaway? Thank you for sharing, Coach Elizabeth, Coach Martha. I'm waiting for the rest of the coaches. What's your takeaway? What's your takeaway? Okay, that is Coach Grace. The discipline of consistency, so crucial, guys. It's not about perfection. It's not about perfection. Today I was just teaching my son. He got his friend coming over to play football in my house, and I watched them as they was, aiming at the goal and missing, but almost there. And I just said from far, I said, practice makes permanent. And then they all shouted, perfect. And so I had an opportunity to teach them that it's not about perfection. Perfection is actually, it's not even real. You will never reach perfection. Perfection is not humanly real, and it's not a goal. It's about making this permanent. Can you make it part of your life? Can you make it, and you do that consistently? Consistency. Focus on my purpose. Coach Sam, thank you so much. Focus on my purpose and be consistent. Yes, believe in that purpose. I know you hear other people talk so passionately about their purpose. They are on another, path. They are on another journey. They are running a different race. If you're running 100 meters, like that, our guy, you're not getting insecure with Kipchoge, who is running a different one. Everyone is on their own race. Focus on your purpose. You're already clear on your purpose. Be consistent. And how do you know you focus on your purpose? People know, and people know the value of your purpose. You've published your material. And in the next session, we'll talk about that. How do you actually get your material out there? How do you publish your book, and how do you use that for your credibility, and also as a tool to push you forward, to push your coaching forward. All right, thank you so much, guys. Remember this, always keep your focus on your value. Focus on your value and build relationships. This is about relationship. We're in a relationship business. We're in a relationship business. It's not about just selling information. Information is 2% of value. 98% is about the experience you give people. Thank you so much. God bless you. Good night, and see you again next week on Tuesday. God bless.
Thank you, Coach. Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.